Hey everyone, today I'll be teaching you how I make this little star key from UV resin. The first thing I do is just take my Signature Crafts UV resin that I got from michaels.com and pour it into this little silicone mold that I got from Miniature Suite. I take out any little loose hairs that I catch floating around with this needle tool, and then it goes into the UV lamp for about 90 seconds. Then I go ahead and I pour some UV resin into a star mold and pop any bubbles with a needle. And then the other piece wasn't quite hard, so it goes back in along with the star. While those are both curing, I go ahead and mix up some colored resin. And honestly, I'm very cheap. I don't feel like putting out a lot of money for pigment. I use cheap eyeshadow. You can use whatever pigment method you want. And then I also use chunky glitter that I found from Michaels as well. It does get everywhere. It's glitter. That's what it does. We all know that. So I go ahead and mix it up. You don't want to mix as fast as this looks. This is spat up. You'll get bubbles otherwise, like a lot of them. Then I just pour it over a hardened clear piece to give it a colored backing. This way you don't have to use as much pigment to do color all the way through, and it also doesn't take as long to cure, but you still get a nice solid color by the end. Then I go ahead and do the same thing with the star mold. Just pour a little dab in there. And then with the remaining, I went ahead and just made a solid colored little cat piece. I love this little cat mold for that reason. Any extra usually just gets dumped into that because I think it comes out so cute. And then I just toss everything, including my tools, into the UV lamp. That is still wet. Don't touch wet resin with your fingers, kids. And then that looks like it needs a little longer. The key is solid on that side, so I'll go ahead and turn it upside down, and it'll just go right back in there. You want to cure the underside too once you know the top side is done. Just make sure it's done all the way through. I love peeling resin molds, at least when they're completely cured. When they're not, it's not so much fun, but I think it's really satisfying. And cleaning my tools is really easy when I do this, although you have to be careful because I have broken the tip on that little kind of needle point tool. The silicone cup is probably my favorite part. It can be a little difficult, but it is so satisfying when it comes out for some reason. I don't know why. I just really love doing it. So the key is cured, and then our star is also cured. So next comes the fun part, especially if you have shaky hands, trying to position it just right inside the little frame of the key. I ended up having to get one of my tools to just adjust where it was. I don't know why I'm so particular about it, because as you can kind of see, I have to fix the positioning anyways after I add in the resin to hold it in place, because it catches a little pocket of air and tries to float up a bit, which is why there's actually a minor defect on the one that I posted on Instagram a little bit ago. I end up having to push it down and then pop an air bubble that comes out. And then I just cure the whole thing, and while that's curing, I have demolded the cat piece, and I'll take it into the sun here, and it looks so nice. I really love the shimmer on this. And then our key is also done by the time that we're done looking at the pretty cat. I hope you guys enjoyed this little resin craft video. I know it's a little different from my gaming videos, but one of my friends really wanted to see my process, and I was happy to oblige. Remember, if you like the video, like and subscribe. It will really help out my channel in the long run. Until next time.